But just in the time I have before we take a break here, I want to rip through a couple of other issues here, including school and school where it sits right now with you, Mark Latham. There's no better person to talk about this. Daniel Andrews today talks about how Year 12 still matters. You're not going to get Year 13. You have to make the most of this year that's happening right now. Roll the tape.
If you can learn from home, you must learn from home. It is our aim, and we're working very, very hard. It may be a different looking Year 12 as the year unfolds, but we're looking to have it completed this year, and then ATARs in the normal way, which is usually in the early part of the following year.
Now, interesting study too about schools. My position has always been, while I understand why parents are doing what they are doing, there is no risk when it comes to schools. And there is a report that says this: school closures are likely to have little impact on the pandemic, a study has found. The study has reported the evidence supporting national closures of schools is currently very weak, and the measure could have relatively small effects on the virus of COVID-19's high transmittability and apparent low clinical effect on school children. Researchers found data from the SARS outbreak in China, Hong Kong, Singapore in 2003 and suggested that school closures did not contribute to the control of the epidemic. Mark, it's a big question, but when should school go back to normal, considering how bad Australian education standards are?
Well, Paul, I don't think the study there is all that helpful, because comparing coronavirus to SARS is comparing a mountain to a molehill. You know, SARS, I don't think is, if only we're in the circumstances of SARS now, we'd have all the businesses back open. So coronavirus is very different. There are schools that have had to close because of the infections. And I just don't follow some of the logic of this, that if people have got to stay at home, if you can't go for a drive, if you can't sit on a park bench without some valid reason, why is it okay in terms of infection containment to have schools open where teachers are next to each other, where school kids wouldn't be doing any social distancing? Why is it okay for the NRL to be talking about reopening their contact sport? Why is it okay to have backpackers out picking fruit in country areas when we know their social distancing has been appalling and the problems at Bondi and the like? I mean, I know this is a unique circumstance. I know this is new territory for government. But how hard is it to have consistency? If contact with other people is bad to the point where we're all told Easter is cancelled, lock yourself inside your home, don't even have your relatives around, certainly don't go to church. If any social contact is bad, why do these other places get a leave pass?
Yeah, well, this is it, because it's either in service of essential jobs or anything else, but you're right.
I understand that. But I don't see what's essential about the NRL or fruit picking by overseas backpackers that could be done by Australians.
No. I think you're 100% right about the inconsistency of it. I'm just thinking that I think that there has to be a way back to certain things. I think that schools are part of that. I certainly think some family gatherings might be the part of it, but it's about that mass stuff